So in this video, guys, I'm kind of out in the country right now. I'm on the highway. I'm going to show you how I manipulate the CanShift to actually make it do some things that maybe it wasn't advertised to do, that there's a possibility it can do. And obviously with any technology, you try to play with stuff and see what you can get out of it. Now I've learned it's just more than a paddle shifter. It's awesome to control in and out of corners, bumping gears, coming out of gears, going back up in gears. It makes it fun when you can hold that RPM and you can hold the momentum of that car moving and control it better without letting the 4R70W do it by itself. You can make it perform the way you want it to perform. But I was playing around with it the last time I did a video, and I wanted to become a little bit more efficient at using it as a rolling stall. Whenever you're already, this likes to be rev matched. It's an awesome piece of technology because it won't let you ruin the transmission just based on sheer neglect. If I'm doing 60 mile an hour and I try to pull it down into second gear, it has to be done a very specific way because the CanShift will almost protect the transmission from allowing you to do any kind of harsh damage, which I love that about the technology. But if I do it just right and I'm up around 58, 60 mile an hour, I can pull it down into second gear, and before it engages that gear in second gear at 60 mile an hour, it wants to see the RPMs come up and meet what 60 mile an hour in second gear would be. So if I time it properly, and let's just say at 60 mile an hour in second gear, it's like 5,000 RPM. If I time it properly and I can keep it at 60 mile an hour, like for a roll race or something like that, I can actually leave it at about 3,500 RPM, 4,000 RPM, and I can bump it so to where it's not just a general push at 60 mile an hour. It's kind of a push shove at 60 mile an hour, and it gives you that little bit of edge to push you forward. So here I'm going to show you the video, and as I play with it and become more efficient at it, you'll see it's a very nice tool to have if you're doing something like this. Now, is it legal to do it everywhere? Probably not, but I'm out in the country with no other cars when I made this video, and I'm literally like 100 miles out from 75 to 100 miles out from any main road. I actually pulled off on a side road, turned around, made sure there was no traffic on the road at all, and manipulated the CanShift to kind of use it as some more practice to actually get better at using the CanShift as a rolling stall converter. And the more I use it, the better I'm getting with it, the more dangerous I think this thing is. Actually, it could be the make or break if you're racing somebody to manipulate this and actually have it let you have that edge in performance and actually pulling off on the initial jump on somebody because of that 600 to 1,000 mile or 600 to 1,000 RPM hit. Boom, you're there, but it's a soft boom. It's not a hard gear shredding or what do they call it whenever semis, a shock load like the tail shafts and stuff like that from pulling into gear too hard. It's a nice, even, heavy, strong load. Enjoy the video. Give me your feedback, please. Thank you. Alright, you guys were asking for a little bit better demonstration on how you manipulate the CanShift to actually act like a rolling stall converter. So I'm going to show you mainly it's more predominant in first and second gear. I'm going to try to do the best I can with this camera facing this way, and then I might pause it. So you can see you can't really see the little module here. Here, I'm going to go ahead and activate it. Double click my paddle shifters. It's activated. It's in first gear right now. So we're going to roll. And it doesn't like when the RPMs get up real high and you don't shift into the next gear. So right now, 22 mile an hour, I'm at 4,000 RPM. So if I wanted to do a 20 roll, I could let off the gas. Let's just say see how I'm revving it up? It's not rev matched, but watch what happens when I floor it. It gives me that little bounce. It bounces me right. It's almost like it's stalling and lunging you forward. So we'll do it here too. So I'm in second gear. See how I'm hitting the gas and it's revving up, but it's not actually increasing speed. So if I wanted to do a 40 roll, so it's catching it right now at about 44 mile an hour. So if I wanted to go down to a 40 roll, I keep my RPMs up high like this. Let's just bump it up to about 45. Let's get up to about 45 mile an hour and say we're gonna roll at 45. So we're at 45 right now. So I'm just barely on the throttle and I could stomp it. It didn't work as good as I thought it would. So say we're gonna do a 50 roll. Let's just do it at 50. I have to rev match it, right? So I'm gonna let it, and then you get like almost 1,000 RPM before it pops. And it really starts to climb that way. So even if I wanted to do something like, I'm gonna pull it down into second now. Say we're doing a 60 roll. It won't let me pull down too far. So it'll let me do 60 here. It gives me about 600 RPM window. If you play with it enough, you can almost act like it's a stall. It won't let me pull down too much. It's trying to protect the transmission right there. So we're gonna pull it down into third. Try to pull it down into second if it'll let me. Okay, it did. So it wants to be rev matched. We're rolling at 50. It's not letting me do anything because our RPMs are too high. Now I'm gonna hit it. It gave me almost 700-800 RPM jump right there if I was gonna roll against somebody. So if you play with it enough, you play with the CanShift enough, it actually does work. You can actually use it as like a rolling stall. It bumps the gear kind of soft so you don't have to worry about damaging anything, but you can actually use it to your advantage.